Yo, what's up, everyone? Welcome back to Techxandar. Let me start with the craziest deal I've pulled off in a long time. I just got the Google Pixel 10a in fog with 256 gigabytes for only €309 total after trading in my old iPhone 13 Pro Max. And when I say this felt like robbery, I mean Google robbery in the best possible way. I've been carrying this exact phone in my pocket every single day for 15 days straight now. Work calls, gym sessions, family photos, late night Netflix, 4K video tests, gaming sessions, full battery drain experiments. This isn't a 5-minute showroom demo. This is real pocket time, real daily use, real honest experience. Today's video is a complete review into everything I've experienced with this matte green beauty. We're covering the full deal breakdown, how the fog color actually looks and wears after a week, the flat camera design in real life, display quality, performance with my app Chaos, 100 plus real camera shots, battery results across different days, and my completely honest thoughts after 7 days living with this phone. No sponsored talking points, no cherry picked benchmarks, just me telling you exactly how this €309 phone has performed in my actual life. Grab a drink, hit play, and let's spend the next time with the Pixel 10a together right here on Techxandar. Alright, let's start with the money, because this deal structure genuinely surprised me. March 11th, I'm on Google Store EU. Pixel 10, a 256GB FOG, listed at €599 retail. Solid price for what you get. But then I entered my trade-in details. My old iPhone 13 Pro Max, 256GB, 4 to 5 years of heavy daily use, some visible screen scratches, battery health at 83%. On eBay Kleinanzeigen, you'd be lucky to see €200 to €250. Swapper equivalent, similar story. Google's trade-in tool came back with €390 instant credit. That's €140 to €190 more than street resale value for literally packing my old phone into their prepaid DHL box. No negotiating, no photo inspection drama, just €390 off. They were running a bundle deal at the time. Pixel Buds 2a for €50 added to cart. I've already reviewed those right here on Techxandar. Great earbuds for the price. And they are really small. You can't tell on the first look if someone is wearing them. The math, €599 phone plus €50 buds minus €390 trade-in equals €309 out of pocket for a 2026 flagship processor phone plus wireless earbuds. That's genuinely wild value. Short information for that very good trade-in price. You can find good trade-in prices at every company. When they drop their new smartphones, you can easily get a good deal for your old hardware, because for the companies, it is important to sell their new lineup. For example, why didn't I take the Pixel 9a? They are both very, very, very similar phones, but for the Pixel, they offered me the same phone for only €190. Same phone I wanted to trade in, but I wanted an older Pixel phone. And there is sometimes the catch. If you are looking to buy a phone, sometimes you can find better deals. But at this point, it was a really good deal for the newest A model from Google. Let's talk design, because after 15 days, I've really formed an opinion on this form factor. The Pixel 10a measures 153.9 millimeters tall, 73 millimeters wide, 9 millimeters thin, and weighs 183 grams. That's 6.5 ounces. It's the sweet spot between substantial and lightweight. One-hand use is comfortable, fits jeans pockets clean, doesn't weigh down a hoodie pocket. The fog color. I knew I wanted fog the second I saw it. It's a matte misty green, more like sophisticated field mist, somewhere between cool and warm. The matte composite back actively resists fingerprints and face oils. After 15 full days of pocket carry, I'm still looking at basically a brand new looking back panel. It pairs equally well with gym clothes, work clothes, streetwear, genuinely versatile. The flat camera on the back. This is probably my favorite physical detail. The two rear camera lenses sit completely flush with the fog back panel. zero protrusion, perfectly level. After using phones with big camera bumps, the difference in daily carry is immediately noticeable. No snagging on pocket fabric, lies completely flat on a desk without rocking, no light reflections from a raised module on your nightstand. Clean and intentional design. Let's talk about the frame. Satin aluminum all around, feels premium to the touch, cool against the fingers. The power button and volume rockers have a satisfying tactile click with just the right travel. The fingerprint sensor sits under the display. It's higher than usual, but it's for the form factor, the perfect height for my feel. It works perfectly. Sometimes when the display or the screen protector is dirty, it can be a struggle to open the phone with your finger, but it happens very rarely, not a problem to talk about. The materials of the phone. Gorilla Glass 7 eye up front, composite matte back, satin aluminum frame. Google also uses recycled materials throughout. The aluminum housing is 100% recycled content. Back cover is at least 81% recycled plastic. Worth mentioning. Honestly, for €309, this feels like a phone engineered for 4 to 5 years of real daily use. The display is where I spend the most time, obviously, so let me give you the full picture. Official specs: 6.3-inch Actua POLED, 1080 by 2424 resolution at 422 pixels per inch, 60 to 120 Hz smooth display, adaptive refresh, HDR support, up to 2000 nits in HDR content, and up to 3000 nits peak brightness. Gorilla Glass 7i 20:9 aspect ratio, full 24-bit depth for 16 million colors. 15 days of real use impressions. On social media apps like TikTok, Instagram Reels, Reddit, the 120 Hz adaptive refresh makes everything feel smooth and natural. Scrolling feels effortless. Animations look clean. Been out in direct afternoon sunlight multiple times. The display steps up in brightness automatically and stays fully readable. Text, photos, maps, all clear without squinting. Sure, it could be stronger, but for me and for you too, it's really enough. Netflix evenings, YouTube throughout the day. HDR content looks great with deep blacks, OLED advantage, natural skin tones, vivid but not artificially oversaturated colors. Dolby Vision support delivers when the content calls for it. More on this in the performance section, but the display holds up. Motion is clear, touch response feels immediate. I also use the always-on display. I've had it showing clock, weather, and music control widgets. Glanceable information without waking the phone fully. Adjusts brightness intelligently based on ambient light. The automatic night light warm shift after sunset is genuinely helpful. Extended evening sessions, 2.5 hours, produced no eye strain worth complaining about. If I'm being really picky, the night mode could shift slightly warmer for my personal preference, but that's a minor personal taste thing on an otherwise excellent display for this price point. Inside the Pixel 10a, you've got Google's Tensor G4 chip paired with the Titan M2 security coprocessor, 8GB RAM, and my config is 256GB UFS storage. Let me tell you how this translates to real use. By the way, the Pixel 9a also had the G4 chip. Nothing new. My daily app rotation running simultaneously. Chrome with around 20 tabs open across work and personal browsing. YouTube, Instagram, camera on standby, Spotify streaming, WhatsApp with multiple active chats, Discord, Gmail across multiple inboxes, 0 app reloads, 0 animation stutters, solid across 15 days. App launch feel, camera opens fast, essential for grabbing spontaneous shots. Chrome handles heavy tab loads without complaint. Split screen between WhatsApp and Chrome works smoothly, but I can't recommend it because the phone is too small for split screen usage. Trust me. Android 16 and Pixel exclusive features I've actually used this week. Gemini Nano with Magic Editor. This one genuinely surprised me. Edited out photo bombers from 3 different photos using text prompts. Works offline on device. Results are actually usable. Call screen. Automatically screened and blocked 2 obvious spam calls. transcribed the interaction in real time so I could see what it was about without picking up. Now playing, ambient song identification running in the background, caught songs at the gym, in stores, walking past cafes, doesn't noticeably hit the battery, live translate, tried translating a German text message to English in real time, functional, roughly 80 to 85% natural accuracy, circle to search, circled objects in photos and videos to search them instantly, useful more times than I expected. Thermal performance, after an hour of War Thunder on high settings, the back panel got warm, manageable, not uncomfortable. 30 minutes of 4K video recording stayed comfortable throughout. Normal daily use runs at room temperature. No throttling observed during my testing week. Security, Titan M 2-chip handles on-device security. VPN by Google included at no extra cost. Fingerprint and face unlock both available. The big picture, 7 years of OS security and pixel drop updates guaranteed from Google. That takes this phone through to 2033. Launched on Android 16, keeping you current for years. That longevity promise at €309 is genuinely hard to argue with. The Pixel 10a lives up to its camera reputation. Hardware: dual rear camera, 48 megapixel wide, f1.7 OIS plus EIS, and 13 megapixel ultra wide, f2.2 120 degrees FOV. Front: 13 megapixel selfie camera, f2.2 96 degrees ultra wide. Super res zoom up to 8 times. The cameras are flush mounted into the fog panel. Video: rear camera 4K at 30/60 frames per second, front 4K at 30 frames per second, slow-mo up to 240 frames per second, multiple stabilization modes, daylight/street photography, fast focus, sharp details, natural and accurate color reproduction. Portraits: quick, reliable face detection, clean edge detection without a halo effect, golden hour, good dynamic range, controlled highlights, open shadows. Night sight captures detail in very dark scenes, textures and shadows are visible. Interiors: mixed light, accurate white balance under different light sources. Macro focus, impressive level of detail at 2 to 3 centimeters distance. Food shots, natural, appetizing colors, not oversaturated. 4K 60 FPS video, smooth stabilization while walking. Battery specs: 5100 mAh typical capacity. Google rates it at 30 plus hours battery life, up to 120 hours with extreme battery saver. 45-watt fast charging, up to 50% in about 30 minutes using a 45-watt USB-C PPS charger, sold separately. Key certified wireless charging included. My real week results: heavy days with 4+ hours of screen time. Ended the day at 55 to 60% remaining. Normal days around 3 hours screen time. Comfortably lasted into the second day, 36 to 40 hours per charge. Standby overnight with Wi-Fi on and always on display active, 1 to 2% drain. 15 days in, here's exactly where I land. What €309 actually delivered. The fog color and 256GB configuration is a combination I genuinely enjoy carrying every day. The flat camera design is one of the best physical decisions Google made on this phone. Practical and clean. The camera system is consistently reliable across every lighting condition I threw at it. Battery confidence is real. I've stopped thinking about charging anxiety. And knowing this phone gets 7 years of Google updates through 2033 means it's built for the long run. 3 honest limitations. Extended gaming sessions produce noticeable back warmth, manageable but worth knowing, and on such a small display, it's not built for gaming sessions, not for me. There's no dedicated telephoto lens, so zoomed shots beyond 8 times super res zoom have limitations, and the 45-watt charger being sold separately is a bit of a miss at this price point. At minimum include the charging brick, Google, but Apple started it and everyone made it too. At €309 after trade-in, this is a clean, reliable, premium feeling daily driver that punches significantly above its effective price. The deal structure made it even harder to argue with. Phone I'd confidently recommend to anyone asking. If this full breakdown helped you out, smash the like button. It genuinely helps push this to more people looking for honest phone reviews. Subscribe to Techxandar if you want more real-world tech testing like this every week. Drop in the comments. Fog worth the hype? Or would you copy this trade-in deal? I reply to every single comment personally. Full chapter timestamps are in the description, plus the link to my Pixel Buds 2A review. Thanks for watching the whole thing. Genuinely appreciated. Peace out, fam. Stay charged, and I'll see you in the next one on Techxandar.